Hello, I'm Arnell from Miemie's Keepsakes, and I'm here today to show you how I organize my craft cart. I actually have to reorganize it. This is how the top looks. The bottom shelf, I have scrap papers. That is not working at all. I want to redo that totally. And then on the totally bottom shelf, I have books, which isn't really practical either. I mostly use this cart next to my recording table, so I need to rethink what I need, when I need it, and how I use it. Yeah, anyway, so I thought I'll bring you guys along, and maybe there's something that you can learn from what I'm doing, or maybe give me some tips on doing this better, making it more practical. Let me know if you have any, like I say, any suggestions. Maybe send me some photos on the Facebook group. I'll put the group link on my description box again. And if you want to send me photos on that group, Miemie's Keepsakes, with suggestions or ideas or how you organize your craft cart. But let's get along. I have some ideas of what I want to do. Not sure if it will be practical, but let's see. First of all, I need to clean off my craft cart. So my craft cart is cleared out. I have the things that was in the cart on here on the table next to me, so it's easy to load my cart again. I'm going to reuse the containers that I had, and these are all like makeup organizers that I bought these at Winners, and I am just going to try this one. I bought an extra one because I felt I needed more space. Let's see how we can, sorry, this will probably make a lot of noise, how these will fit in, and if they will fit in, it will definitely be a tight fit. But I do like these, so if I can just squeeze them in, and you guys can bear with the noise for a minute. I think that's good. Like I say, not a perfect fit. Oh, there, but good enough. Yeah, I think that's good. Oops, sorry, now I bumped you. So let's start with loading these now. I usually have notebooks with me when I'm making a video, or even when I am writing in my journal, because at this table where I'm usually recording, that's where I will sit. Sorry, I'm gonna keep bumping you. It's just the way the stand is set up with the camera. I usually have that next to me. I like having that. Then I have a spray bottle and the fabric tack that could possibly go in there. I have my scissors, but these go in here. No, they're too big. That would have been nice for the scissors, but okay, let's put the scissors in there for now. And I have two bone folders because I always lose my bone folder, and usually I have two rulers, same thing, but I already lost one. I don't know where I put it. I will find it again. Then inks glue, and I usually have a lot of extra glue sticks next to me just because they always run out in the middle of a video. What else do I have here? Then I have these makeup brushes that I use for inking. Let's get all of them together. Where shall I put them? In here. And I mean, I think once I'm working at my table, this might change as I am seeing what is practical and what's not. Then I have some water pens for like when you're doing watercolors, inking, stuff like that. And then I have 2 embossing pens. Maybe I'll put them in the back. I have some color markers for writing, as well as, oh, this is another embossing pen. I don't need 3, so this I'll put somewhere else. Color markers for when I'm writing in my journal. Some brushes. I'm trying to focus on putting the stuff that is tall in the back, as well as things that I might be using less frequently. This, where's the rest of them? These are those mask applicators. Let's put them there. I bought mine on Amazon. I know some people say they buy theirs. Another brush at the dollar store. I have never seen them at the dollar store or any of those. Another brush. Oh, and these tools I love. I think they're more for, and I don't even have all of them here because I've already moved them because I use them almost every day. These I also buy at the dollar store. I'm wondering if I should put them in here. This is a tweezer. I'll put that in the front just because it's not very tall. A palette knife. I have another one, but I think I washed that, so I'll put that in there. I have some more gift cards. I definitely need to add more in here. I'm gonna put them in there. And this little tool also bought at the dollar store for scraping, but maybe they should be at the front. More of those. I need quite a bit of them just because you use them, you wash them, and then they're not always available immediately. And then I have some emery boards that I use for sanding down things, so let's put that in there. There's another little Cricut tool. Let's put that with the emery boards. My pokey tool, I'm gonna put that in here just because it's not tall. And then I need pens for writing, so I'll have my felt pens, 2 of them for journaling, and this is another fine tip pen, and then some pens for sketching. And there's another tweezer I'll add. I don't know if I need that in there. Let's see, gold pen. These are all things that I would write with. Oh, and my X-Acto knife. Where shall I put you with those? Okay, and then I have this weird thing here. I can put my stapler in there. Does it feel like a waste maybe? Maybe I should put the stapler in the back. Yes, just because it's so tall. And put my water pens in there and my embossing pens. And then I have some pencils that I'm sketching with and a white pencil. I don't think I need all of them. I'll put a couple in there. I am no artist, but I am trying to teach myself to do some line sketching. So that would be nice. Maybe I'll put that in. Whoops, that must have made a lot of noise in there. And these are some erasers for those. I'm going to put it in here just because that is not a very tall. I have this stamp, but I don't think I should add that. There's a pipette. Let's put that there in this area. And then I have my crocodile. That definitely needs to go somewhere. What else do I have here? Oh, and then these are, I'm sorry, this is very noisy because everything keeps moving. These are little hole punches that I use quite frequently too. If I don't want to use my my crocodile, they can go in there. What else? There's another one of those, oops, those tools. And I have some these that I can use when I'm making dangles and stuff, and then a teeny tiny one. Maybe the teeny tiny one I'll put it with that just because it'll show up. And then I don't think anything else that was in there needs to go back. That is not, oh, that's a yes, I think that's all I'm going to move back. And then as you can see, I have openings here to add things as I see I need maybe something else, or maybe I don't. Maybe I can move some of, maybe I can do like just split them a little bit so it's not that full. Maybe more my writing stuff in here, and then my journaling pens in there. Yes. Oh, and there's a little bunch. Maybe don't know where I'll put my bunches. I think my bunches I will put in those containers in front of me while because I'm not using them every day. Another bit can go in there. Okay, so I'm gonna leave these open storage unit, or these little areas open for maybe I find something else that needs to go in there. So I'm happy with that for now. So let's go to the second tier of the craft cart. So I cleaned my cart, all the shelves, and I'm sorry, I know the background is a little busy there, but I had to put the cart on the table to be able to film this or record this because it is just too low to see anything. Anyway, we'll make do. So these containers came from my shelf. I've switched them out for the Dollarama ones. Remember I said these had this little piece of plastic here and it kept bumping on my shelf when I was just sliding it in and out. If I have it in here, I'm not going to slide it. I'm going to pick it up and take them out. So I think these will work better in here. Still have to take those stickers off, but so I'll have two on both tiers of my cart. And I thought on this one I would like my watercolors maybe. Oh, this one is so big it might have to go on the side. Luckily there is room on the side. Let's put these in here. And then I have this set that I haven't even opened yet. I'm going to leave it in there for now. I'll have to rearrange that. Maybe I should do that first and then put them in there. Then this set is my metallic watercolors. Let me just get them back in the container. Okay, that I got for Christmas. Love those. Those are the Van Gogh ones. I absolutely love them. And this is just also metallic set. I probably need to put labels on them so I know what is what. And I have it in here. But again, oh, they won't fit in there. Anyway, that's gonna go in there. I'll fix that later. And some pastels, watercolor pastels. Then I want to add my mixed media things, and maybe I'll put them on the bottom shelf. Can I get this thing lower? So let's move to the bottom shelf. I'm going to add my mixed media. So that is my clear gesso. This is gloss glazing medium that I use for acrylic paints. Then I have some Mod Podge in here, crackle paste, And again, I think what I need to do is put labels on top so that I know what is what, because if I'm looking from above, these will just have, you know, just the white lids and it won't help me. So I'm gonna put labels on there. Modeling paste. I don't even know what that is, haven't even used it, but we're going to see. Then I have some indigo dye. This I'll put with my dyeing stuff. And then multi-gloss medium. And I think what I'm going to do with this one here that's still empty next to my watercolor paints, I'm going to put my acrylic paints in here. So I have all the paints on one shelf, and then my mixed media on this shelf. And I think for now that's what I'm gonna do. I will come back with a quick tour. I'm gonna put some labels on here and here and add my acrylic paints, because I didn't think about bringing them with me when I was putting stuff together. And then I'll show you what I have done. So I decided to add this in quickly before I give you a tour of my cart. I wanted to put these in those plastic containers, but these were both too big to fit in there. So I was, by pure coincidence, I visited my friend Dagmar, and she had some of these that she gave to me, where you add your watercolors in. I don't know if this will work for acrylic paint. I think it will dry out. Same with oil paints, but I think for the watercolors that's a good solution. I already looked, and these will go into my container. And so all you need to do is add your, let's start with the, this is just a little set that I bought at Walmart. Not expensive. I am not artist, so I don't feel like I want to buy the most expensive paints at this point. I am just trying to do some watercolors. I'm not saying I'm successful at all, so I thought this would be a good start for me. These were definitely more expensive, and these are the Van Gogh metallic watercolors. I love them. I only had the gold, and I asked my husband to buy this for me for Christmas, and he just got it from Amazon. It did take quite some time to arrive. I think I only received it in January, but I definitely want to use these more frequently. Let's see what the colors is. Light gold, there is copper, these are all metallics, in inference green. So again, I did not want to necessarily spend this kind of money on, let me just rearrange the colors quickly because I dropped it. I didn't necessarily want to spend this much on watercolors because I'm not a pro at all, but I think these, I'm gonna let you know if they are worth it. So all you do is you just add a little bit on this artist palette. Is that what you would call this? I have no idea, honestly. And then once it will dry out, but then you can just reactivate it again with water once you start using it. So I just rearranged the colors more or less the way I like it. Come on, that is gold. And then this I will just put in another basket, maybe in a closet that I'm not, because I won't be using this every day, but this will fit into that plastic container that I have on my cart, and I can just use it every day and then just refill with this whenever I need to. because usually with these, the metallic paints, I usually just use them for splatters. I don't think I'll paint a lot of things with them. Let's put the silvers on this side. And what is this one? This one is graphite, so basically black. So I will let you know if that works, but at least now all of this will fit into my cart. And I will put a, I hope these won't, maybe I'll let them, I don't know, I'll see if they will stay that way. Oh no, they won't. Maybe I'll have to let them dry. Okay, and then I will just, like I say, they'll be sitting like this, so I'll probably need to either write or put a sticker on there to keep them in my cart, and then I know what's in my cart. I'm gonna do the same with this set, and then I'll show you on the cart where I have all of this. Okay, so my cart is finished. I'm happy with the way I've set it up. I just gonna apologize in advance for the lighting as well as me holding the camera in my hand, so I hope it's not too shaky. So the top, I didn't do a lot of changes from what we've done. I still have, probably can add something in there. I just added some pencils and my permanent marker in there. Oh, that's a pencil too. And what I do want to get, I added my white acrylic paint in here just because I moved my gesso, and that's something that I use sometimes quite a bit, so I decided to put that in there. The other thing that I do want to get is a small bottle of hand sanitizer. It is really helpful to have that on your craft table when your hands get sticky from glue. The hand sanitizer takes that stickiness away. So that's, like I said, everything that we've done is still the same. I didn't change anything. In here I just added my small hole punches, my tools, and then I just added a roll of sticky tape in there, and this is another small little metallic paints that I use quite a bit, and then I don't have to reach down to the second level of the card when I'm recording, so that's why I put that there. Oh, and also I added some glue sticks in here. I totally forgot that I would need that as well. So I'm going to go down to the, oh, excuse me, to the second level. I have to sit on the floor for this one, and I hope the light is okay. So what I have in here is my acrylic paints. I store them upside down so I can see the color, and then maybe I'll take the watercolor out. I have the watercolors here that was too big to put in the plastic container, and then in the plastic container I added glass or just water vessels. I have instead of labeling, I wrote on each one. They're kind of upside down. Let's put them this way. I just wrote, I found this one at the thrift store the other day, so I bought it because I thought it was a good price. Just see, sorry, get everything back in with one hand. I just wrote on each of these containers what I have in them, but they all fit in here perfectly now. I'm very happy. These I found at the thrift store the other day as well. They are Stampin' Up! Watercolor crayons. I've always wanted the watercolor crayon. I have the Stampin' Up! Watercolor crayons in my own craft room, but I don't have access to that at the moment. So I bought these at the thrift store. They were like $1.99 per set, and I rearranged them. Let me show you quickly. So that it would make sense to me, because they put them in these containers according to their color coding or their color palettes, but I put the greens and the blues and purples in here, and then the pinks to yellows in here, and the neutrals are in here. Somebody did drop these. I don't mind, they break anyway as you work with them, so it was a great price. Then I'm not gonna try to put that back. Then on the bottom shelf I have my mixed media, and I just wrote on the top of each container what is in here. So I have my clear gesso there, that is acrylic medium. My white gesso, I popped in some gloves, crackle paste, modeling paste, and my Mod Podge. And because this lid was black, I just added some tape on there and wrote what's in there, because I am looking from the top into these. What is great about these when you have them in a container like this is you can just take the container out to your table and use them. So I do like that solution. Before, the way I had it set up, I didn't use these bottom two shelves a lot because they were just kind of too hard to get by. So I'm very happy that I changed this into something that I can use. And as I say, I can just take these out and move them to my table and then use them. The other thing that I did is I added my stencils. I've added them on a little ring, and the ring just goes around this handle here, because again, that's something that I use a lot. You don't always think about adding a stencil, well, and then when you're sitting there you're thinking, oh, I need a stencil. The other thing that I did want to add, and I just thought about that, oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, just have to get up again. I wanted to add, I have, if I can just reach that, so some eyelets, because I do have my, well, everything's gonna make a lot of noise, I'm very sorry. I have my crocodile here, so I do want some eyelets readily available, and this is just the standard size, and then I'll buy a small bottle of hand sanitizer, and that will go into that spot. So that is my craft card. I hope that this will give you some ideas on how to organize yours. I think just sit down, think what you are using the most, think what would make sense to you. This whole setup might not be a good setup for you, but this is what works for me. Anyway, let me know if you have suggestions. Like I said, I'll put the Facebook group link again in my description box if you want to join the Miemie's Keepsakes group on Facebook, and then you feel free to post your photos. You don't need a YouTube channel or anything, but I would like to see your photos. If you have any ideas for me to redo this better, or maybe you have a genius idea that I didn't even think about. Anyway, feel free to post on there, or if you created something that you want to share, you can do that too. Anyway, thank you for watching today. I really appreciate your support, and I will see you again soon. Bye.